Welcome back to BECE Mastery, where real life lessons meet exam excellence. All we do here is to solve BECE past questions with you preparing you for your exams. And so, this very episode, we are looking at BECE 2024, paper 2, and we are considering question number 2. Right. So, the question number 2 are in two folds. We have the 2A and 2B. The 2A says that given the vector P is equals to m plus 3 n 2 minus n, and q being equal to 3m minus 1 n minus 8. According to the question, these two vectors are equal. Let's remind ourselves that when two vectors are equal, one, they must have the same direction. Two, they must have equal magnitude, or their magnitude ought to be the same. So if this is true, then again we can also say that if two vectors are equal, their x components are the same and their y components are also the same. And so having our p equals q, we can also write m plus 3 n minus 2, okay, is equal to 3m minus 1 n minus 8. And so if we say the two vectors are equal, then we can say that the s components are the same, and so m plus 3 can be equated to 3m minus 1. Now, grouping like terms, we can have s plus 1 is equal to 3m minus m. Makes sense, right? Good. Now I can have 4 is equals to 2n m. If I divide here by 2, divide here by 2, my m becomes 2. Again, I'll do the same thing for the y component. So I can also say that 2 minus n is equal to n minus 8. Again, grouping like terms, we have 2 plus 8, and this will move to become plus n. So here we have 10, here we have 2 of the n. So if 2n is equals to 10, and I divide here by 2, divide here by 2, my n becomes 5. And so whilst m is giving us 2, our n is giving us 5. That answers this question. Now let's take the second question. A man shared an amount of money between his children, Baba and William, in the ratio 6:5. Baba received 1,200. Find the total amount shared. 2. William invested a share in an account at the rate of 20% simple interest per annum for 2 years. We want to find the total amount in his account at the end of the 2 years. Now from the question, we have Baba and William. They are to share something in a ratio. So I can say Baba is to William. And the ratio gave us 6:5, which means Baba have 6, or Baba's ratio is 6, whilst that of William is 5. Now total ratio can give us 11. Okay. Then the question also said that Baba received 1,200. Good. So for us to find how much Baba received or William received, normally what we do is that you pick the ratio. Maybe if you say Baba's ratio over the total ratio times the total amount they are sharing. And so if you look at this very question, you can see that the total amount they are sharing is not given, but then we can represent that by the letter x. So we can say if Baba wants to find Baba's share, we can say Baba's ratio is 6 divided by 11. That is the fraction of Baba's share. And we multiply that by the total amount they are sharing, which is s, I don't know. But then when that is done, the result will give us 1,200. So if we do simple algebra, we can write 6x over 11 equals 1,200. If I do cross multiplication, that is here is over 1. 1 times 6 is 6. 11 times 1,200. Okay. I'm not multiplying it to get the actual value because I know I'm going to do some cancellation work here. So we have 6x is equals 200 times 11. If I divide here by 6 and I divide here by 6, then my x will be equal to, now 6 can divide itself here and divide 12 as 2, so that our x becomes 200 times 11. And of course 200 times 11, or 11 times 2 is 22, and so we have 22, then we attach our 2 zeros, which makes it 2200. So we've seen that total amount they shared is 2200. Now we need to find that of William's share. Okay, that of William's share. And since the total amount is 2200 and Baba has already taken 1200, then William's share is going to be left with 1000. Now, according to the question, William invested all the money that he received into an investment. Okay, he put it into an investment. And what he did was that he had an investment which is going to pay him 20% simple interest per annum. Now, for us to know the simple interest, or the interest that he will accumulate after keeping the money there for 2 years, we know simple interest is calculated as principal times time times rate, or principal times rate times time. Remember that the rate always comes in percentage, so you can say divided by 100. Now, simple interest, I don't know. Principal, according to the question, is 1000. That's what William had. The rate is 20%, so 20 divided by 100 times the time, which is 2 years. If I do simple cancellation, I'm going to have the simple interest to be equal to 10 times 20 times 2. Okay, and that will give us just 400. And so we can say that William will make an amount of 400 cedis as an interest on his principal amount of 1000. Now, the question wants us to find the total amount at the end of 2 years. Already, William is having 1000 in the bank, and he has made interest of 400. So total is going to give us 1400 Ghana cedis. You just have to introduce your unit Ghana cedis as well. And so 1400 becomes William's total amount at the end of the 2 years. I believe that has really helped you. Expect more questions from us. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share. I will see you in the next question. Thanks so much for watching.